Hi, my name's Alyssa Goss, and I'm Ren Goss's mom. I am a lactation consultant, and I own my own company that I started 4 years ago called Milk Maven. What I do in my job is I get to go to people's houses, and I get to help new parents that just had new babies learn to feed those babies. Um, I I don't know how many of you know what a mammal is. A mammal is a animal that when they give birth to their babies, their body produces special milk for them. Um, we, as humans, are mammals, just like puppies and kittens and horses and cows are all mammals. So are humans. We make milk for our babies, and sometimes parents have a little bit of trouble making milk for their babies, or sometimes babies have a little trouble learning how to feed properly. So that's when I come in. They call me up on the phone, and I go to their house, and I get to meet the parents, find out a little bit about what trouble they're having, find out what their goals are regarding breastfeeding, and I get to help the babies learn how to nurse from the parent's body. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and sometimes the parents decide to use a bottle instead, and they pump the milk from their bodies into the bottles and then feed the baby that way. And sometimes it doesn't work out, and parents decide to use an artificial baby milk like formula instead to feed their babies. But my real goal is to help them meet their goals, to help them breastfeed or feed their baby the way they want to. So I come to a house. I'm actually sitting outside of a client's house right now and waiting for my appointment. And I get to go in the house and meet the parents, meet the baby. I get to hold the baby a little bit. I don't hold the babies a whole lot. And then I weigh the baby and I watch a feed and correct anything that needs correcting, either positioning or latch. I look at the baby's anatomy, how their body's being held, how their mouth is, making sure that there's nothing that's getting in the way of them having a really good feeding experience. I take into account the medical history of the parents to make sure that there's nothing wrong with that. And then I will weigh the baby after the feed and make sure that the baby's taking in sufficient amounts. That means, that's a fancy word for correct amounts, enough milk, so that they can grow and poop and pee and be happy. And so then I write up a care plan that I communicate to the parents and also to the doctor of the parents and the doctor of the baby to make sure that there's a continuity, which means a continuance, that everybody's working together to care for the baby and the parents. Then I may follow up, I may not. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of a phone call to remind them what we talked about. But by the time I leave, my hope is that they absolutely know how to breastfeed, and they have a plan for how to make it work for them. I love my job. It's so much fun. It took so much work to get here. I had to volunteer for 2 years helping moms to breastfeed. I had to do a year-long course and 14 prerequisites in college. So lots of science and math, and also cultural studies. So sociology and learning how different cultures interact and work. So I highly recommend it. If you want to be a lactation consultant, do really well in science and math. And if you love talking to people and helping babies, maybe this is something that you want to do when you get older. Thanks.